Today's video, I will be making a tutorial video about using the Nintendo DS emulator on the Orange Pi 5 single board computer using a emulation station program called Retroarch. So if you want to know how to install Retroarch, I have a tutorial video on that, and you can go to the top right corner and find it, or you can go to the video descriptions and find that as well. But this video is mostly for people who already have Retroarch on Orange Pi. Okay, so let's start. The first thing you'll need is a USB storage device. In my case, I'm using a USB 3.0 PNY 64 gigabyte flash drive. So I'm going to put some ROMs in there, Nintendo DS ROMs. And for this video, you don't need any BIOS files for the Nintendo DS emulator, because I'm going to be using an emulator called Melon DS, this one right here. DESMUME doesn't work very well on Orange Pi 5 with Retroarch on it. I'll show you that later on. But this is the one that I'll be using. So I'm going to put some games in my folder. You could make your folder any way you want on your USB flash drive. But for me, I'm using the Batocera format. So I put my Nintendo games in here, basically. NDS or Nintendo DS games. And I'll put some games in here. Let's see. And the format has to be in, I think, NDS, where you see there, .nds. Okay, that's enough. Put all my ROMs in there. Gonna eject my USB flash drive. And I'll see you on Retroarch next. Okay, now I'm back on Retroarch on my Orange Pi single board computer. As you can see, I have RetroArch installed on my Orange Pi 5. And this operating system is Android 12. I have a tutorial video on how you can install this on your computer. You'll need to watch 2 tutorial videos if you haven't already done it. You'd have to watch one on how to install Android 12 on Orange Pi, and you need to watch another video on how to install RetroArch on Orange Pi 5 as well. So let's start. First thing I want to do is I want to go to here. I want to plug in my USB flash drive. I should be able to see it. Okay, there it is. So next thing I want to do is I want to go to Orange Pi 5. I want to go to my RetroArch folder. I just want to delete this playlist for the Nintendo DS because I want to show you how to do it from the start. I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to redo that. So this is where you delete the playlist if you want to delete it. Go back here. Go back to RetroArch. Start this up. So I want to go to playlist. Before I do that, I think I have to go to load core, download a core, and download the Nintendo DS core. So you could get this one. I did already get it, but this is how you can get it if you don't have it already. Go back to playlist. Import content. I'll do a manual scan. Content directory where it is. I think this is my USB storage drive. I put it into Batacero. For you, it's probably somewhere else. You could put it wherever you want, or you could use the same type of format that I do. Doesn't matter. As long as you know where it is. Nintendo DS. Scan this directory. System name. This is called Nintendo DS. Here it is. Select the core. I'm going to be selecting the Nintendo DS Melon DS emulator. Start scan. Go back to Nintendo DS. Now I should see all the games that are on there. Guess I'll play something simple like Bomberman. Gonna run it. Go to your menus by pressing, for me it's hot button start. Go to core options, go to systems. It should be on Nintendo DS. This you can't use without the BIOS, by the way. If you have the BIOS, you can use it. You can't, if you don't, you can't. So go to video. There's the audio screen. For the screen options, the mouse is pretty wonky, and I'll show you why it's wonky. You see this mouse? You see the cursor on the bottom? You see how it lags? When I try to go up, it does that. It's pretty wonky. It doesn't work good. So let me go back, change that. Core options, screen. Touch mode, I want to select the joystick. For the joystick, it's analog right. And the button is, I think, the R2 button. That's the analog button. That's how you use it. I think this option is a lot better by using my right analog button. Or right analog stick, I'm sorry. The mouse is just not that good. Let's see if we could tweak any other things here. System. You could save states here if you want. You could select the start slot and save it. I'm just going to play this game for a few seconds and we'll try to load another. As you can see, it doesn't have any performance issues. It runs pretty good for the most part. Let me try to run another game. I'm going to close this. Let's say I want to load a state again. I loaded that again. Okay, so I just want to close this and try something else. So go back. Let's try this. I'm using my right analog stick right now. Runs pretty good. Really no problem running this. I don't want to high fives from the board here. I did have some problems running it on I4. Runs pretty good. Okay, that's enough. Let me get out of here. Try that. Yeah, that doesn't work good. That's kind of like messed up. Just waiting for that. Change it to default settings.
It's an emergency. I'm sort of bored.
Okay, let me get out of there. I don't know how to play that game. Try something simple like this.
Marco! Mission 1, start!
If you just want to use one screen, you could do that by going to Core Options, Screen, Screen Layout, and just display only the top part. Okay, so let me get out of here. Let's see if there's any other options I could change or figure. Set it back to default. CPU emulation. I don't know what this is. I just left it as is. Wonder what software renderer would do. Let's try it out.
Marco! Mission 1, start!
This is basically a CPU intensive emulator. Okay, let me get out of here. I don't think that made any difference at all. Try to go back and go to settings. Let's go to video. You don't want integer scale. I mean, what by default it's off. Aspect ratio should be core provided. If it isn't core provided, it's going to look all wonky. Let me show you. If I put it to 4.3, it looks very crappy, doesn't it? It's out of sync. Let me go back. Go back. Go to settings. Go to video. Aspect ratio should always be core provided, just like that. Now it looks better. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you have any questions or thoughts, you could leave it in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.